Right, so good morning. So day 2 of Autism Awareness Week. Yesterday discussed about diagnosis, and today I wanted to discuss about right. So now I'm diagnosed. Now what? So for me, obviously, while you're waiting for the diagnosis, you're getting all the questions. What happens if it comes back as you're not? Or, what are you going to do if you're disappointed? But you're not disappointed. And when the diagnosis came through, it was just a confirmation for me, personally. I can't speak for everyone else, but it sort of, I can only liken it to you've been wearing a ball and chain for the last 48 years and you didn't know that you were wearing a ball and chain for the last 48 years, and it's somewhat of a psychological burden to be told that, to be confirmed, because you kind of already know. So what do? Well, you do a lot of research, and that's, you overthink, you overanalyze everything. You start scrutineering back through your life. Probably more recently, you think, wow, there's that conversation or that issue at work or that issue in my personal life. You've already looked at these issues, but then you overanalyze it again because now you've got confirmation now. So you think, right, so I need some information. I need to speak to the experts. So inevitably, I went through Outlook Southwest. Like I said, it was nearly a 2-year process. And they give you certain information, the National Autistic Society, and personal referrals. Tony Atwood, who is he's an English-born, but he's Australian, guy that lives in Australia. And he's an expert on autism, Asperger's specifically. So I watched quite a few videos with him. I got in touch with the National Autistic Society. I got in touch with my local authority just to see if there's anything, in terms of support. There's the obvious stuff. You're diagnosed as an autistic, you assume, right, I've got a disability. And so he starts talking about needs assessments, which for someone like me is not relevant. I don't need a needs assessment. Basically, my needs are not, personal care and actually independent living. I can manage all those things myself. But there are obviously psychological needs. So I was looking for information for how to sort of come to terms, I suppose, is the best explanation, and looking for others. So I trolled Facebook, even though I don't have any friends on Facebook. I trolled Facebook groups, and I found several groups, worldwide groups, the National Autistic Society, Spectrum ASD, which is based in Truro, down here in Cornwall, and I've acquired a few books which are sort of self-help books, and all sort of things to help me understand. And I've watched other videos, obviously watched other, I would call them celebrity autistics. There's one called Agony Auti. There is Aspie World Dan, and there are a few others. So I've watched their videos and their explanations. So yes, so in terms of diagnosis for me, getting the diagnosis, it has been a huge exponential learning curve in terms of what autism is. And I'm sure it's probably the same for most people. Anyway, that's enough for today. So we've talked about what to do when you get your diagnosis, what to do. Yes, so hopefully see you tomorrow. Alright, cheers, bye.